यं शैवा समुपासते शिवयति ब्रह्मेति वेदान्तिनः बौद्धा बुद्ध इति प्रमाणपटवः कर्तेति नैयायिकाः अर्हन्नित्यथ जैनशासनरताः कर्मेति मीमांसकाः सोऽयं वो विदधातु वाञ्छितफलं त्रैलोक्यनाथो हरिः.
Namaste, welcome to week 2 video. Please do take the time to review the new content for this week and for that matter every week. One of the keys to success is to do the things that we said we would do. As simple as that. And each of us said to ourselves that we would allocate time for Sanskrit. We all have busy lives and are pulled in multiple directions, but each of us did make a commitment to be a part of this learning program. So let's find time for it. If you think you have absolutely no time for this because you are doing 10 other higher priority items, I'd be very curious to know what those 10 other higher priority items are. Because maybe one of them is not as important to you as you think it is, but you're still doing it out of habit. Maybe this is the time to think out of the box. Use this as an opportunity for to make a habit out of doing things that are important to us. We've made a habit out of brushing our teeth every day and perhaps bathing every day. We don't give them up just because of work pressure or board exams, right? Can we not allocate 10 to 15 minutes every day for Sanskrit learning? If your table is filled with various things with no space for Sanskrit, but you still want to learn Sanskrit, you have to clear some space for it, right? Use this as an opportunity to organize the table, to dispose of things that you don't need. If you're not willing to do that, that's fine, but you should at least accept the fact, accept the reality that learning Sanskrit is not as important to you as you thought it was, and just move on. So going back to the subject of doing things we said we would do. At the end of this video, you'll find an inspirational talk in Sanskrit from Dr. IUma Maheswari, who was at our opening ceremony, explaining why it is important to do the things we said we would do. We may not understand all the Sanskrit words in the talk, but do let me know what percentage of the talk you understood. Okay, let's get started. So in last week's video, we looked at vowels. Today we will look at consonants. Here is a consonant. This is ik. Strictly speaking, the consonants don't have any vowel sound, so they're hard to distinguish one from the other. The bottom, the neither stroke at the bottom of each letter of this letter here, because of that, this is pronounced ik, like the C in picture or break. Now, if the bottom line is omitted, then the letter k is pronounced as in cut or come, as we will see. Okay, so for the sake of easy pronunciation, easy learning, we will learn every consonant by adding the sound, the vowel a to it. K as in cover. K, K with a strong gush of breath. G as in gun or gum. G, G with a strong gush of breath. Nga, as in puncture or hunger. Cha, as ch in such or match. Cha, that's cha with a strong gush of breath. Ja, as in jungle or judge. Ja, ja with a strong gush of breath. Nya, the nasal sound in inch or conjunction. Ta, as in tuck. Ta, ta with a strong gush of breath. Da, as in done or dumb. Da, da with a strong gush of breath. Na, approximately as n in land or band or mend, but a little stronger. Na, the tongue needs to go all the way to the back of the roof of the mouth. Na. Ta, as in thumb. Ta, ta with a strong gush of breath. Da, as in father, mother. Da, da with a strong gush of breath. Na, as in none or numb. Pa, as in pun or pulse. Pa, pa with a strong gush of breath. Ba, as in bun or bud. Ba, ba with a strong gush of breath. Ma, as in mud or mug. Ya, as in young. Ra, as in run or rut. La, as in luck or London. Va, as in vulnerable or vulture. Sha, as in the German ish or approximately the S sound around the S letter in question, question. Sha, sha, as in shun. Sa, as in sun. Ha, as in hut or 100. Okay, now let's do two vowels at a time. Ka, kha. ga, ga, nga, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, ta, tha, da, da, na, ta, tha, da, da, na, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma, ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. Now let's look at consonant families in Sanskrit. Um, the first one is called the gutturals. These are the letters that are starting with ka. They're called gutturals. A guttural is a letter whose sound is produced in the throat, as depicted in number 1 in this picture here. It's either produced in the throat or at the back of the tongue and the palate. Let's practice it 2 times. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Next we have the palatals. A palate is the structure that's closing the upper part of the mouth cavity, as depicted in number 2 here. Let's practice 2 times. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. The next family is the linguals. A lingual denotes the sound of a letter formed by the tongue. They're also called the cerebrals. 2 times. Ta, tha, da, da, na. Next we have the dentals. This is given to letters whose sound originate when the tip of the tongue touches either the upper front teeth or the ridge of the teeth. Let's practice 2 times. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Finally, we have the labials. They refer to the letters produced when the lip is either partially closed or completely closed. Labia in Latin means lips. Let's practice 2 times. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Then we have the independent consonants that doesn't belong to any families. There are 2 sets of them. We will practice them each 2 times. Ya, ra, la, va. And then sha, sha, sa, ha. Let's now say all the consonants in one stretch. You have made really good progress if you are able to do this 2 times without any hesitation. Ka, kha, ga, gha, ng. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. Ka, kara. Kha, nakha. Ga, gaja. Gha, ghata. Nga, panka. Cha, chataka. Cha, chala. Ja, jana. Ja, jasha. Nya, pancha. Ta, pata. Tha, pathana. Da, damara. Dha, pada. Na, pana. Ta, tata. Tha, ratha. Da, damana. Dha, vada. Na, vana. Pa, patana. Pha, phala. ba bala bha bhaya ma mana ya maya ra rana la lavana va nava sha shama sha chashaka sa sama ha hara Thank you. That ends the second portion of the Devanagari script learning. Next week we will kind of cover the final portion and then we should all be up to speed. Thank you. Namaste. This week we are going to learn a couple of new Shabdams. Before you get scared, if you have learned the Tad Shabdams from last week, the new Shabdams we are going to learn this week are going to be very easy to learn. That's because they follow almost the same exact pattern. You will see what I mean. So this is how the Tad Shabdam looked like from last week. Every row is a case or vibhakti and every column is a number or vachana. Let's revise once. Please repeat after me. Saha tau te tam tau tan tena tabhyam taihi tasmai tabhyam tebhyah tasmat tabhyam tebhyah tasya tayoho tesham tasmin tayoho teshu. We also looked at how to use the ekavachanams for this particular shabda. Namely, we looked at a few Sanskrit sentences that uses these ekavachanams, very simple sentences, and we also looked at the English translation. Once more, let's practice it once. Saha. Saha pashyati. He sees. Saha tam pashyati. He sees him. Saha tena saha gacchati. He goes along with him. Tasmai namaha. Salutations to him. Tasmat saha samskritam pathati. He learns Sanskrit from him. Tasya nama Ramaha. His name is Rama. Tasmin mama vishwasaha asti. I have faith in him. Okay. Now, let's say someone says Saha pashyati. He sees. And let's say you weren't paying attention. And so you ask him, who sees? How do you ask that in Sanskrit? For that, we need to learn a new set of pronouns. The Kim Shabdams. after learning the Kim Shabdams thoroughly, we would know how to ask questions like who, what, why, how. We can all become annoying 3-year-olds and keep asking questions all the time. This is what the Pullingaha Kim Shabdam looks like. Please say it out loud with Kaha Kau Ke, Kam Kau Kan, Kena Kabhyam Kaihi, Kasmai Kabhyam Kebhyah, Kasmat Kabhyam Kebhyah, Kasya Kayoho Kesham, Kasmin Kayoho Keshu. So, if we knew the Tabda Shabda and I'm sorry, if we knew the Pullinga Tab Shabdam and if we wanted to learn the Kim Shabdam, basically change all the Sa and Ta beginnings to Ka beginnings and we will have the Kim Shabda, as simple as that. So for example, Saha Tau Te becomes Kaha Kau Ke. Tam Tau Tan becomes Kam Kau Kan. Tena Tabhyam Taihi becomes Kena Kabhyam Kaihi. And so on. It's very simple and straightforward. So let's practice that. Let's practice with the same set of sentences that we used to practice the Tad Shabda Pullingam. Ekavachan. Saha Pashyati. He sees. The question would be, who sees? The question for which the answer is he would be, who sees? And so in Sanskrit, you would ask, Kaha Pashyati? Saha Pashyati. Kaha Pashyati? Next, Saha Tam Pashyati. He sees him. So here we can ask two questions. Who sees him? Kaha Tam Pashyati? Saha Tam Pashyati. He sees him. We can also use the accusative form. When we say he sees him, he sees whom? Saha Kam Pashyati? Saha Tam Pashyati. Similarly, Saha Tena Saha Gachhati. He goes along with him. Who goes along with him? Kaha Tena Saha Gachhati. Similarly, Saha Tena Saha Gachhati. He goes along with him. He goes along with whom? Saha Kena Saha Gachhati. Next, we have Tasmai Namaha. Salutations to him. Salutations to whom? Kasmai Namaha. Tasmat Saha Samskritam Pathati. He learns Sanskrit from him. Who learns Sanskrit from him? Kasmat. Who learns Sanskrit from him? Tasmat Kaha Samskritam Pathati. Who learns Sanskrit from him? Tasmat Kaha Samskritam Pathati. Similarly, he learns Sanskrit from whom? Kasmat Saha Samskritam Pathati. Tasya Nama Ramaha. His name is Rama. Whose name is Rama? Kasya nama Ramaha? Tasya nama Ramaha. Tasmin mama vishwasaha asti. I have faith in him. Who has faith in him? I have faith in him. Tasmin kasya vishwasaha asti? Tasmin mama vishwasaha asti. I have faith in whom? Kasmin mama vishwasaha asti? Tasmin mama vishwasaha asti. So, with just changing saha to kaha, we are able to ask questions from answer. Similarly, from changing tam to kim, tena to kena, tasmai to kasmai, tasmat to kasmat, tasya to kasya, tasmin to kasmin. So it's as easy as that. If we know the tat shabdams and if we use the k, the ka instead of tha, we have kim shabda. If we did the same in English, for example, if I ask someone, or if we did the same in English, if someone told me he likes me, we can't change the H in he to K and say he likes me and make it a question. But in Sanskrit, we can. As for, so that's the Pullingam. As for the Strilingam, is exactly the same. Change all the sas and tas to kas. So sa te taha becomes ka ke kaha. Tam te taha becomes kam ke kaha. Taya tabhyam tabhihi becomes kaya kabhyam kabhihi. Tasyai tabhyam tabhyaha becomes kasyai kabhyam kabhyaha. Tasyaha tabhyam tabhyaha becomes kasyaha kabhyam kabhyaha. Tasyaha tayoho tasam becomes kasyaha kayoho kasam. Tasyam tayoho tasu becomes kasyam kayoho kasu. So those were the masculine and feminine, the Pullinga and Strilinga. What about Napumsakalinga? The neutral Shabdam, the Karantaha Napumsakalinga, is something that we can learn right now. The good news, or I would say the great news, is that the Napumsakalinga Tad Shabdam is almost the same as the masculine Shabdam. You take the masculine Tad Shabdam, Saha Tau Te Tam Tau Tan Tena Tabhyam Tahi, and simply change the first two rows to Tat Te Tani, Tat Te Tani, and we have the Napumsakalinga version of Tat Shabdam. Similarly, you take the Napumsaka lingam Tad Shabdam and change all tas to kas, we have the Napumsakalinga Kim Sabda. So we would know how to ask questions for Napumsakalinga as well. So the Shabdam will go Kim Ke Kani, and then from then on, it's exactly the same as the masculine. Kena Kabhyam Kaihi, Kasmai Kabhyam Kebhyaha, Kasmat Kabhyam Kebhyaha, Kasya Kayoho Kesham, Kasmin Kayoho Keshu. That's the neutral Kim Shabdam for you. So this is the neutral. Tat te tani becomes Kim ke kani. Tat te tani, the Dvitiya Vibhakti becomes Kim ke kani. From then on, it's all the same as masculine. So, congratulations. We have learned 7 Shabdas in 2 weeks. That's a lot. It might seem overwhelming in the beginning, but I can tell you this much. They are all related. And if you learn last week's 3 Shabdas, it's very easy to learn this week's 4. They are all pronouns, and we can create a lot of accurate Sanskrit sentences from them, from what we have learned. Learning these 7 well and beginning to practice in them, that's key. And we will have lots and lots of practices in them will put us in a very good position to feel better about where we are in our learning process. Of course, we won't stop learning Shabdams. For example, we know how to say pronouns correctly, but not nouns yet. And you may also have noticed that we have learned the first person pronouns with the Asmat Shabdam and the third person pronouns with the Tad Shabdam. But we still don't know how to have a conversation in second person. For example, we still don't know how to say even the simple how are you. We will get there very soon. Until then, let's be patient and practice what we have already learned. Have a great week, everyone. Namaste.
हरि ओम नमस्कारः सर्वेभ्यः नूतनवर्षस्य शुभकामनाः। मम नाम उमा महेश्वरी। प्रतिवर्षम् एकनूतनसङ्कल्पं स्वीकृत्य तद् आचरितुं बहवः जनाः इच्छन्ति। केचन जनाः वेट् लास् करणीयम् इति चिन्तयन्ति। धूम्रपानं केचन जनाः न स्वीकरोमि इति नूतनवर्षे सामान्यतया अधिकाः सङ्कल्पं स्वीकुर्वन्ति। केचन जनाः स्वपरिवारेण सह अत्यधिकसमयः कल्पनीयः, परिवारजनैः सह अधिकं कालं यापनीयम् इति सङ्कल्पं स्वीकुर्वन्ति। एकैकस्मिन् नूतनवर्षे किमपि एक उत्तमकार्यं सङ्कल्पत्वेन स्वीकृत्य आचरणं कृत्वा स्वस्य परिवर्तनम् उन्नतिं च आनयनं करणीयम् इति चिन्तयन्ति किल, तत् तु उत्तमाय खलु। किन्तु कालक्रमेण किं भवति चेत् वयं यत् सङ्कल्पं स्वीकुर्मः तत् निरन्तरम् आचरितुं न पारयामः। किं कारणं स्यात्? कदाचित् स्वीकृतः सङ्कल्पः कठिनः स्यात्, नो चेत् तत् निरन्तरम् आचरितुं वयमेव कदाचित् सिद्धाः न स्याम। किन्तु अस्माभिः सर्वैः जीवने आचरितुं सरलं सहजम् अस्माकं कृते उचितम् अत्यन्तं मुख्यम् इति किञ्चित् एकं ध्येयं वयं स्वीकर्तुं शक्नुमः। उदाहरणार्थम् एकं ध्येयम् अहं वक्तुम् इच्छामि। उक्तम् आचरणीयम्। यत् वदामः तत् वयं कुर्मः। एषः बहु सामान्यविषयः स्यात्, किन्तु जीवने तत् अत्यन्तम् आवश्यकम् अस्ति। अस्माकं परितः एव तादृशजनान् अस्माभिः द्रष्टुं शक्यते। ते यद् वदन्ति तत् समीचीनतया ते कुर्वन्ति। किमर्थं तादृशजनाः इव वयमपि भवितुं प्रयत्नं कुर्मः? तादृशजनानाम् उपरि अस्माकम् आदरः अपि आगच्छति, मूल्यमपि भवति। वयमपि तादृशजनाः एव भवितुं निश्चयेन प्रयत्नं कुर्मः। किञ्चित् तादृशशैलीम् अस्माकं जीवने वयम् आनेतुं शक्नुमः किल। कुत्रचित् अहं 5 वादने सायं भवामि इति भवन्तः वदन्ति इति चिन्तयन्तु। समीचीनतया साक्षात् सायं 5 वादने तत्र भवितुं वयं प्रयत्नं कर्तुं शक्नुमः। पार्श्वस्थ एका वृद्धा माता अस्ति, तस्याः कृते आपणतः अथवा रेशन् शाप्तः कानिचन वस्तूनि वयम् आनीय दद्मः इति वयं वाग्दानं कुर्मः, तद् समीचीनतया पालयामः। पार्श्वस्थ एकः बालः स्यात्, तस्य समीपं क्रीडाङ्गणं नयामि अथवा समुद्रतीरं नयामि इति भवन्तः वदन्ति चेत् निश्चयेन तं बालं तत्रैव नयामः। एवं किञ्चित् किञ्चित् एकं कार्यम् अस्माकं परितः ये जनाः सन्ति तेषां समीपं यत्किमपि वयं वदामः तद् सत्यसन्धतया आचरितुं वयं प्रयत्नं कुर्मः चेत् जनानां मनसि अस्माकम् उपरि विश्वासः आगच्छति। ते चिन्तयन्ति एतस्य समीपं किमपि कार्यं दद्मः चेत् एषः न इति न वदति, निश्चयेन तद् अस्माकं कृते सः कृत्वा ददाति एव इति अस्माकमेव उपरि तेषाम् आदरः भवति, अस्माकं मुख्यत्वं भवति, अनन्तरम् अस्माकं विषये तेषाम् अधिकविश्वासः अपि आगच्छति किल। एतत् सर्वं मास्तु भोः, एतादृशकार्यम् अहं बहुधा कृतवान्, साफल्यं न प्राप्तं, सामान्यविषयः अस्ति, जनाः अत्यधिकं किं वदन्ति, उत्तमः, सङ्कल्पशीलः, सत्यं वदति, तथैव आचरति, एवं किमपि वदन्ति खलु, तदपि मह्यं मास्तु। यशः किमर्थम् अस्माकम् एवं चिन्तयन्ति तद् उत्तमाय एव, किन्तु यशः मास्तु इति चिन्तयित्वा किमपि लक्ष्यमेव वयं न आचरामः चेत् तत् कथम्? उत्तमध्येयम् आवश्यकं किल। वयं स्वीकुर्मः, चिन्तयामः, किञ्चित् अन्यप्रकारेण कर्तुं प्रयत्नं कुर्मः। अस्माकं स्वजनैः सह, सहोदरः वा अस्माकं मित्रं वा कस्यापि समीपं स्वीकृतसङ्कल्पस्य ध्येयवाक्यं वयं सूचयामः, तं वदामः, भवान् किम् उक्तवान् तद् आचरति वा इति सः पुनः पुनः यथा पृच्छेत्, यथा अस्माकं कृते स्मारयेत्, तादृश एककार्यं वयं तस्मै दद्मः। सः यदा कदापि अस्माकं समीपे मिलति तदा सः स्मारयति, भवान् कृतवान् वा, यदुक्तं भवान् करोति वा, तद् निरन्तरं कुर्वन् अस्ति वा इति विचारयति। एतादृशं वयं परस्परं विन् विन् सिचुवेशन् इति वदामः किल, तादृशं वयम् अन्येषां पोलिसिङ्ग् कर्तुं शक्नुमः। ते अस्माकं कार्यस्य सूपर्विशन् कर्तुं शक्नुवन्ति। तादृशं परस्परं वयं नूतनवर्षे यः कोऽपि सङ्कल्पं वयं स्वीकुर्मः तद् आचरामः, तदर्थम् अस्माकं स्वकीयजनानां साहाय्यमपि स्वीकुर्मः। किम् एतस्य आचरणे कष्टम् अस्ति वा, अथवा तद् कर्तुं शक्यते इति विश्वासः अस्ति वा? कदाचित् पूर्वं भवन्तः नूतनवर्षे भवन्तः सङ्कल्पं स्वीकृत्य तद् निरन्तरम् आचरित्वा स्वजीवनशैलीं परिवर्तितवन्तः वा, अथवा न कृतवन्तः वा? यदि न कृतवन्तः, कारणं किं स्यात्? एवं नूतनसङ्कल्पः स्वीकरणे, तस्य आचरणे, तस्मिन् जयप्राप्तौ वा, अथवा तद् न आचरितुं शक्नुमः इति कठिन अनुभवे वा किं स्यात् इति अस्माभिः सह भवद्भिः प्रकटयितुं शक्यते एव। वयमपि जानीमः खलु एतादृशकार्ये जयं प्राप्तव्यं चेत् कथं प्राप्तुं शक्नुमः, अथवा पराजयः चेत् तस्य पृष्ठतः किं कारणं स्यात् इति वयमपि अनुभवितुं शक्नुमः एव। किं चिन्तयन्ति भवन्तः? एतत् साध्यं खलु? वयम् अग्रिम कस्मिन्नपि अवसरे मिलामः वा? नमस्कारः।